Well, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, the guy is like a living legend, one of the biggest names in all of football.
Right. I mean, the guy's won 5 Ballon d'Or awards, 5 Champions League titles. I mean, come on.
And just an insane amount of goals, like record-breaking goals.
Exactly. But here's the thing, and this is where it gets kind of wild. He just announced he's retiring from football.
Really? I hadn't heard that. Wow, what's he going to do? Become a coach?
That's what I thought too, or like a commentator or something. But nope, he's going to become a professional hunter in Africa.
Whoa, wait, what? A hunter? Like, seriously?
Seriously. He's trading in the stadium for the savannah. It's a complete 180. I mean, who would have thought?
Talk about a career change. That is wild.
I know. So he actually held a press conference, like a big formal thing. And basically he said that, he feels like he's accomplished everything he set out to do in football.
Sure. I mean, what else is there for him to do at this point?
Yeah, exactly. He's like at the top of his game. But he said he needs a new challenge, something completely different. And apparently he's always been fascinated by the African wilderness.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, and sees it as this like ultimate test of his endurance. He actually specifically talked about tracking lions, how it's unlike anything he's ever experienced.
I mean, professional hunting in Africa, that's a whole different ballgame. It's not just a hobby.
No, definitely not.
It's incredibly demanding. You need like serious skills, knowledge of the animals and the environment.
I bet.
Yeah, and physical strength, like you're talking about navigating tough terrain, tracking animals for hours, sometimes days.
And I mean, it's not just like running drills on a pitch, right?
No, not at all. I mean, in many countries, you need to like get a certification to be a professional hunter. Like you have to pass exams on wildlife conservation, ethics, tracking techniques. It's very regulated.
Oh, wow. I had no idea. So it's not just like grabbing a rifle and, heading out there.
Exactly. It's a serious profession. It actually makes you wonder how Ronaldo's existing skills, his athleticism, his drive, how that'll translate to this new world. It's a totally different kind of challenge. You'd think a lot of these guys would like get into environmental causes after they retire.
It is surprising that he didn't choose to go that route.
Yeah, maybe this reveals something about his views, makes you think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So apparently he's already started training, like intense training over in Mozambique.
Wow, already?
Yeah, he's not wasting any time. He's working with all kinds of experts, wildlife specialists, trackers, even like survivalists. I got that his regimen is insane, like mountain sprints with weighted backpacks. And get this, the guy wants to add ankle weights.
Oh, come on. That's classic Ronaldo. Always pushing himself to the limit.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You can tell that competitive drive is just like part of who he is. I mean, this intensity makes you wonder if he's trying to like conquer the wilderness, the same way he conquered football. I don't know if conquer is the right word, but it seems very focused.
I mean, I actually once spent a week tracking gorillas in Rwanda.
Wow.
Yeah. It was incredible, but the amount of patience and focus you need is intense. Like, it's almost meditative.
Oh, okay.
It's not just physical strength, it's like this mental fortitude. And you really have to adapt to a completely different pace of life.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And speaking of adaptation, his training isn't just about physical stuff, but he's made a huge change to his diet.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I read that he went from like protein shakes and all that stuff to eating locally sourced roots and herbs.
That's a pretty massive shift.
It is interesting to see this different side of him. It's like he's really committed to immersing himself in this new lifestyle.
I mean, that mental shift to live off the land, to rely on those local resources, that's a big deal, especially coming from like the super structured life of a professional athlete.
Totally. But of course, it's Ronaldo, right? So there has to be some brand building involved. I read that he's already got this CR7 Safari line in the works.
Of course he does.
Like outdoor wear, camouflage sportswear, survival gear, all that.
Smart. He knows how to leverage his brand.
I saw this quote. He said, "Why just play in the field when you can blend into the wild?"
He's good. He's good.
It's like he's not just hunting. He wants to be part of the environment. What do you think about that?
I mean, it definitely speaks to his entrepreneurial spirit. He's always thinking ahead. It's interesting, though, because this whole thing aligns with like a growing trend,
What do you mean?
Like these high achievers, they're searching for fulfillment beyond like the traditional idea of success.
I see what you mean. Like it's more than just winning trophies.
Exactly. It's like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, They're moving beyond just esteem towards self-actualization.
Right. So, needless to say, social media is losing its mind over this.
Oh, I bet.
It's like a mix of everything, shock, excitement. Some people are like totally skeptical.
Thinking it's a publicity stunt, probably.
Yeah, some people are saying that. But there's already talk about documentaries, maybe even a movie about this whole journey. What's your take on the reaction?
It's definitely generating buzz, that's for sure. But beyond the hype, I think it raises some interesting questions, about Ronaldo's values, his motivations. Like, what's he really looking for?
Yeah, I see what you mean. It does make you think. It's like he's at this point in his life where it's about more than awards.
Yeah, and I think it goes beyond just like hunting or even this whole Africa thing. It's about reinvention, pushing boundaries.
And maybe even a desire for like a deeper connection with nature. I did see his farewell message. He said, "Football will always be my first love, but I'm ready to explore a world beyond stadium lights."
Wow, that's actually pretty powerful.
It's like he's searching for a different kind of fulfillment, something that goes beyond achievements.
Right. It's a big statement about following your passions no matter what anyone else thinks.
So, what do you think? Can Ronaldo conquer the African wilderness with the same intensity he brought to the football pitch?
Ooh, that's a good question. It'll be fascinating to see. It's a totally different game out there.
It really is. Will this be another chapter of success? Or will the Wild throw some challenges at him that he's never even imagined?
Who knows? Only time will tell. But it'll be one heck of a story.
Definitely. We'll be keeping a close eye on this wild new journey. Who knows what adventures await?
I'm curious to find out.
Me too.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.